Alright guys, welcome back to another what if scenario, and today's going to be a little fun one, because this is going to be a neat one, because this is, as you can see from the title, what if Balalaika was the Kingpin? Basically what this is that, what if Wilson Fisk never became the Kingpin, and instead, Balalaika, along with Hotel Moscow, moved in, and instead of Wilson Fisk as the Kingpin, Balalaika is the Kingpin of New York. So, we're going to talk about, like, what that enthralls and what that ensues, and all the other good things about it, basically. We're going to talk about all those good things. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. So, let's talk about the first things first. Balalaika is I know what some people think is that, it's not too dissimilar from having Wilson Fisk as the Kingpin. There's really no way to say it other than, Balalaika is just as vicious and brutal as Fisk. There's no difference. To which I say there is. While, yes, Fisk is this brutal and dangerous fighter, as well as, he's just cunning, he's manipulative, and Balalaika is all those things too, Balalaika has something Fisk doesn't have. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fucking army. Now you could say, oh, but Kingpin has trained soldiers and supervillains that he can take on the payroll. This is true, but the difference is that Balalaika actually has fucking soldiers. Spetsnaz, to be correct. People who fought in the Russo-Afghan War. Even it is stated in continuity in fucking continuity of Black Lagoon, it is stated verbatim they have the training, weaponry, and tactics to start, fight, and win World War III if they wanted to. Really put that into perspective real quick. That this person is just fine with being a queen of a city, when she has the equipment and tech and weaponry and everything else to start and win a war with the rest of the world. Really put that into perspective. So what if you took all of that and made her the Kingpin of crime? First and foremost, obviously she's going to be a threat to the street level characters. I'm talking specifically Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Punisher. Those three, obviously, Balalaika doesn't like threats. And these metahuman threats are going to be something that she's going to have to put down first and foremost. So, Balalaika has trained soldiers who, if you know anything about Spetsnaz don't feel pain, they don't feel fear. These guys are basically trained to be the most unrelenting killers known to mankind. And, yeah, and imagine that now in a city that is home to tech that they have never thought they'd have access to. I'm talking like sonic cannons, adamantium-laced bullets. Imagine putting that in the hands of Hotel Moscow. Balalaika would see the potential threat that Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Punisher have, and go out of her way to deal with things. Now, it's not like where Daredevil would get, someone would put a hit out on Daredevil, and these untrained thugs would go after him. No, Daredevil would be fighting well-trained Special Forces soldiers. Punisher would probably have some, like Frank, I could totally see, Spetsnaz. Fuck. But he would be like, it's, finally, someone worth killing. So, Punisher would probably have the most experience dealing with those kind of soldiers, but they would have the most experience of they would also be learning and mimicking how Frank goes about fighting people. Peter and Matt, they're regular guys. They've never fought, they don't usually fight well-trained soldiers who aren't Hydra. And even then, that's a stretch. So, yeah, they're gonna be like, holy shit! They're gonna have to, cut loose on that. Now, I'm not saying, she's gonna kill all of them. I'm not saying, Balalaika is gonna be able, Hotel Moscow is gonna kill Punisher, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. In fact, I think that's going to be, the metahuman aspect of New York is going to cause some pushback for her. Because I don't think Balalaika would even acknowledge the idea of having supervillains in her cadre. Like, she wouldn't... I don't think she would be out here, like, trying to make deals and have, like, the Hobgoblin work for her or something like that. And yeah, this is something she's used to fighting regular soldiers. Frank Castle, she could probably get pegged pretty easily. But as opposed to, like, Daredevil and Spider-Man, she's just gonna have to be like, okay, comrades, we're gonna have to figure out where they live, we're gonna have to figure out all that. And I do think that they could figure out, you know, Peter and Matt's, you know, identities, but it's gonna cause some pushback. Not only that, Balalaika also has to contend with the metahuman crime population. I'm talking the Maggia. The Maggia would not take kindly to Balalaika just kind of, like, showing up here and calling herself the Kingpin of crime. In no way are they, like, you think Silvermane, Hammerhead, and the others are going to, like, just, like, others like Mr. Negative, are just gonna, like, sit around and do nothing? No, they've got their own gangs, they've got their own groups, and they have their own connections, so Balalaika would have to be constantly... It's not like where Balalaika is the undisputed... Hotel Moscow is the undisputed, you know, top dog in Roanapur. Here, that dog's gonna have to fight to earn a place at the table. And Balalaika fights dirty. I'm not saying, like, could she be the undisputed king of New York? It's gonna take, like, she's gonna have to make statements everywhere she goes. She's just, like, her and the Hotel Moscow are going to have to, like, make complete, like, they're gonna have to go total war on everyone around them. And, like I said, Balalaika is used to living in an environment where she is the undisputed, like, queen of the castle. So now she's going to be getting pushback against all these other outside forces. You know, I'm talking, she's going to have to compete with, like, the Maggia. She's going to have to compete, you know, she's going to have to fight off, you know, these street-level characters. Not just talking Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Punisher. I'm talking, like, Moon Knight and Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Even if she makes enough of a ruckus, the Avengers will come down on her. Like, she now has to, like... But Balalaika isn't really, like, worried about, collateral damage. So I do think, like, if you stir her up enough, she will, like, just cause total war with... and Hotel Moscow will just go to war with everyone in New York. And that will bring down the Avengers. Which even then, they're like, holy shit, these guys are good. Yeah. And I don't, like, I could even see her, like, staring down Thor and just being like, swing, go ahead. You know, bring the thunder, Thunder God. You know, I ain't scared of you. I've seen real hell. She'd just be smoking right in his face and just be like, what you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do? So, yeah. I think that, like, Balalaika, if you think, like, Fisk is a monster in New York, wait till you see what she could do, because Balalaika is creative as fuck when it comes to murder and, you know, crime. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you think it would be like if Balalaika was the Kingpin? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.